You know quite a bit about Notre Dame. Played a great game with them just a few years back. How much have you seen of the Irish this year?
Well, we've had a couple of common opponents, and actually got a chance to study them a little bit. Obviously, getting ready for Pitt, but what a year Notre Dame has had. I mean, I think Coach Kelly is Coach of the Year. I mean, it's amazing what they've done with the schedule they've played, to be able to go on the road and some of the venues that they've had to go and win at. Just congratulations to them. We're looking forward to a great matchup. We got an unbelievable amount of respect for Notre Dame here at Clemson, and obviously a couple years ago we had an epic battle in a hurricane, so we won't have to worry about that. We'll be in a great dry environment, and should be a lot of fun.
4 of the 5 years, Dabo, in the playoff, it's become the expectation at Clemson. Why is it important to you to continue to make sure you celebrate that type of achievement?
Well, listen, every year it's a new journey, it's a new team. Nothing carries over. It's great what we've done in the past, but you got to prove it and you got to earn it every year. And I just think it's important to celebrate your season. And, had we gotten beat last night, we'd still be here. You need to know that. We still had this meeting planned because we still would have celebrated our season and be excited about wherever we would have gone for the postseason. I just think it's important that we don't ever lose sight of that and that we have great appreciation for this moment. Man, these guys and our staff, they put in an enormous amount of work and just heart and effort and commitment. They've been grinding since January last year to get here. So this is where we are, and we want to. It's a big deal. Now we got pizza. I mean we're low budget here, but pizza still works.
Hey, get off that wallet, kid. It was plenty. It's plenty for you. Hey, listen. Since the start of October,
oh boy,
you guys. You got yourself a hat.
Put it on the correct way, Coach. Put it on the correct way.
I want to make sure I got it on right, but they say Dallas is a nice place, so.
Get him a toothpick. Get him a toothpick down there.
We're ready. This is a Rinaldi prop right here.
You better wear that thing the right way, or a certain Coach Stallings will be all over you for wearing a hat the wrong way, right?
Yeah, I got to get my boots out. I got to work on my apparel. Never been to Jerry's World. Excited about it. Our guys are excited about it, but we're gonna paint Dallas orange.
Brian, what was it like for you to not have a game yesterday, to know you'd finished an undefeated season and know you were likely to get in the news that you were going to be in the college football playoff?
Boring. I'm a football coach. We like to work. I had to do a lot of chores around the house. You're on recruiting. My wife had a ton of things for me to do around the house, so I would have rather been coaching.
What was the one thing you didn't want to do around the house that you ended up doing yesterday?
I had to bring all the patio furniture in that had 6 inches of snow on it.
Oh, yeah, I hate that too. That's a rough day. Yeah. It's great though. Notre Dame's had such a great season. You made the bold move of making the change at quarterback, and then you still had Brandon Wimbush come back in the season and help you when Ian Book was injured at one point. What do you think that decision to change quarterbacks did for your team this year?
Well, we have to look at it, as a whole, what it would do for us, and we were playing too many snaps, really, especially on defense. I think our defense was on the field for Vanderbilt for close to 90 snaps. We just needed to be more efficient offensively, get our defense off the field. I thought that, Ian could do that for us, and we could still win football games with Brandon. He's a terrific football player. We won a lot of games with him. He's 12-3 as a starter, but we needed to do this for the entire football team, and it proved to be a good move for us.
Brian, we've had this discussion quite a bit amongst ourselves that this Notre Dame team, we believe, is different from the one in 2012 in terms of being able to match up against the elite. In your judgment, how does this team compare to your 2012 team that was undefeated and played for a national championship?
Well, it's a much more balanced football team. Offensively, we have so many more weapons. We were playing with a young quarterback. We got there on really the shoulders of a defense. And keep in mind, we played, in 2012, maybe arguably one of the most physical football teams in the last 20 years in that Alabama team. I haven't seen a team that has mirrored that 2012 Alabama team as well. So let's give them a little credit as well. We were a good football team, but we're nowhere near the balance of this football team on offense, defense, and special teams.
You get a shot at Clemson now, also another physical team. I'm sure with the number of ACC opponents that you play over the course of the season, the fact that you played Clemson a couple of years ago, that you know something about them. What have you seen from the Tigers this year?
Yeah. Well, obviously you start with their defensive front, outstanding front four, great young quarterback at the end at the running back. It's, again, look, I think of the top four teams, I think they're a combined 50-1. So when you get to this point, these are all really good football teams. Offensively, they have all the weapons, but defensively, they have those as well. So we know who we're playing. Dabo's done an incredible job of building a consistent elite football team year in and year out. But we know what we're going to get, and that's the great part about it. So our guys are excited about the opportunity, and we continue this journey that we've been on since January.